What types of technology do you use in your teaching? This might include tools like laptop, online platform like Classroom or Mentimeter, or media sources like photos.
Uh, I use some technology like laptop, projectors, and speaker for uh, hearing some music and giving the student some voice comprehension. And then I use an application like Wordwall and then PowerPoint.
Okay, thank you for the time and choosing me as your participant. Okay, so based on my experience, I always use technology when I teaching. Okay, so one of the technology that I use when I was in PLP, yeah, is smart TV. You know, smart TV.
Yeah,
Smart TV is like an Android, but it's it's television version, and you can freely touch your screen. Like it feels like more interactive for learning, and you can integrate it with Canva. Yeah,
Yeah,
I always use Canva, and for the media, I use that smart TV, and for the slide of my PPT, I use Canva to integrate it, this technology. So the other technology that I use is it's web-based learning. You know, like Wordwall.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
Wordwall.
Yes,
Wordwall is very interactive media for learning. One of the feature is like menjodohkan kayak gitu.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
yeah, something like that. It's very functional for the warm up, you know, and the exercise. And the last one is for the assessment. The assessment I use quizzes. You know, have you
Yes.
ever used quizzes?
Yes,
Yeah,
of course.
quizzes. I ever quizzes for the assessment for assess the students, and yeah, I think that is one of many technology that I use. I mean, laptop is, of course, I use laptop to, you know, to making PPT. You know, Canva for the Canva I use. Yeah.
The next question is, why do you use this technology, and what are the purpose or benefits of using this technology in your English teaching?
Why I use this technology because this technology was the common technology that we use every time. Like in the lecture, we use PowerPoint, and sometimes we use projectors for projecting the image to student. Like you will see every day in your college. And then what's the benefit?
Benefits.
It was the advantage for the teacher, for their creativity, and then more make the student more interactive with the lesson.
Are there any challenges you face in using this technology?
Yeah, of course, because use of laptop, projectors, and speakers sometimes need an electricity, but sometimes the electricity just have a power failure, and then for PowerPoint, sometimes the slide of PowerPoint doesn't have the image, or PowerPoint sometimes broken, but it yeah, the technology that use electricity, uh, of course the challenge-nya just like power failure, and then broken application, and sometimes another challenge-nya another another challenge is the student sometimes just get bored, like I said before.
Okay, for the challenges of using this technology, I found several problems. One of the problem is the connection. The internet connection is very important in this case because you know it's internet based. So I can't access the material or the PPT and Canva if there is no internet. So that is one of the problem. So the next is the devices. The device. Some of students don't bring a phone to the school, so not every students have a phone, in SMP when I was teaching in there. So when I use quizzes as a tool to assess, I should wait one by one students to conduct the assess, because the limitation of the devices. And the next one is it based on the school facility. There's no Not every school has the facility like smart TV and something like that, but there's a limitation that different school different facility. So I'm currently teaching. I'm teaching now in SMP 2, SMP, and it's very different with the SMP before I teach. So yeah, the challenges is the facility of that school. Yeah.
Okay, next question is, how do students react to the use of this technology? Is there any barriers to their involvement or participation?
Reaction, yeah.
Yes.
Reaction from the student. So many reaction that I get from the student. Like some student make make happy behave. Some student like just, yeah, let the flow on their children, on their study. Yeah, and some student like, uh maybe this is student that have a bad behave, just like, yeah, you know like gitulah. Yeah.
I think for the students' reaction of this technology, there is no challenges or struggle. Malahan their motivation is increasing. Jadi, so there's no like they don't interest with this technology. No, no. Malahan mereka jadi increasing gitu and excited of learning. So yeah, there's no barrier or apa mungkin they difficult to use it, or kayaknya it's there is no problem of using it because there are a millennial Z generation, so it's familiar to them to use such kind of technology.
In your opinion, how does the use of this technology contribute to student learning achievement in English subjects?
How does this contribute? Obviously, the contribution of this technology for making the student more interactive, more understand about the material, more easy to understand the material that I gave to them, and then make them more happy on their learning, so they not get bored on the lessons.
Okay, how does the technology contribute in achievement of the subject? Okay, the reason why I've told you before, the reason why I choose to integrate the technology is because it can give more more interactive in learning, so it can be has you know contribute very contribute, because one of the reason is the motivation. When I use this technology, when I integrate this technology or media, the students I saw the students their motivation is increasing. Yeah, so it of course it has a contribute to achievement of the subject. And when you integrated this technology, you can be more, what is it, the interaction with the students and the variety of the method of teaching, that is so important to do. So it very contribute to achieve the purpose of the subject.
Based on your experience, what advice would you give to us or other educator who want to start using technology in English language teaching?
The advice that I will give to you, just learn and look another media application and everything like that, because in nowadays we must uh, have some skill to use all of platform to make the lessons, to make the classroom more engagement for for the student, and make them to do not get bored on their lessons. Learn, look, and find some new technology that you can use on your teaching practicum or on your teaching, because the technology will help you to achieve that fun classroom engagement, and the student will happy with new technology. And also the technology have must have some image or some voice for the engagement of student in the classroom.
For me, I have some advice for the other educators out there. So, one advice is keep moving. You know, the world is moving, and every day, every time there's such a new thing comes, especially in this globalization era. So, keep moving and don't be lazy to learn something new. Like we have to move on. We have to move from the traditional method to modern method. We have to integrate every possibility to integrate the technology in the class. And for my advice, you can looking for in any social media such as TikTok or YouTube. There's a lot of way to integrate it, the technology, a lot of method, and also AI is very helpful for me, especially when I'm conducting the lesson plan. I always, yeah, sometimes I always use AI for helping me to do that. So yeah, never stop to learn. Yeah. Okay. And for the next and the last advice, before you integrated the technology, make sure that technology is appropriate for them. This technology is ready to use for them. Such a, yeah, like the preparation. The preparation is very very important to to control the class for the successful of the class. Yeah, maybe that's enough for the advices from me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Fajar. Well, it is undeniable that technology is needed in learning today.
Very, very
Yes, yes. We also as teacher who may not know what the less technology will come in the future. We must be prepared for it, right? And the students will feel bored if we only use paper and pencil. Yeah.
I agree.
It's boring. With that, I believe we have covered everything for now. Thank you very, very much for your time, Mr.
Pleasure, miss, my
Fajar.
pleasure.
Okay, we truly appreciate it. So that's our interview with Mr. Fajar. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.